Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comment. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Boom.
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss Dre off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop.
All righty. Welcome to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, the Chiefs Blitz podcast. You can check us out at ChiefsBlitz.com for great updates on Chiefs news in the podcast. Also, the new shop is open, ChiefsBlitz.com/shop. If you're looking for memorabilia, I'm your host, Nick Athen, with Mr. Hens Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman.
What's that?
What's up, gentlemen? You guys, now Hens and Andre were doing a little work the other day. They did some old school heavy lifting. How you guys doing? You guys all right? Your body's okay?
I'm all right. Absolutely. Don't help with the oak. I'm not moving any more oak wood.
My fingers are banged up, and I don't know what
You guys just tried to bench each other, bench press one another, right?
Man, I bench press. That table had to weigh at least about 150.
I told my wife, I said, man, this is the Last Supper's table. This is the Last Supper table with everybody. That's how long that table was.
10-foot table, about 2+. Talking about moving it from. We had to move this table, building the building.
One big one piece of wood. No slats. You couldn't take any slats out or anything.
Nah, because it's pure oak. They said it was carved like that.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
What did it say? It's made with the finest oak.
The finest oak.
Yeah.
That mug was polished.
Somebody cut that down in their backyard, man.
I'm trying to tell you. So with that said, let's get right
into
into
part of the new company, the Dre and Hence moving company, the backwards hats too. That's all a thing.
Us. So if something gets scratched, you called us. We didn't call you. So that's the name of the company.
You called us. We didn't come to you.
You called us. Just play. All right, guys.
Leave it, man. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. But with that said, let's get right into our sponsors. Nick, what you have for us today?
Let's talk about our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. If you want to win some extra cash, you can play now in Missouri. It's legal. Play $5, you get 50 in bonus dollars. And you can win up to 1,000 times your money. You can play the high-low game or the pick'em game and win money on sports. And again, up to 1,000 times your money. This is a great way. And man, on Friday, I will have my higher or lower picks for the weekend for Sunday's contest. And then we'll do a separate one for Monday Night Football. And we'll do a Monday night. We're going to do a Monday night pregame show, lead you into kickoff. So we're excited about this. But hey, if you want to join, it's really simple. Just hit the scan QR code right there. Again, play 5, deposit 5, get 50 bonus dollars. Make sure you use the promo code Chiefs Blitz. And I'll give you something signed. Sorry, I was organizing, so I don't have one with me, but a signed card. Nobody's taking me up on it, which is really disappointing. So come on. If you want some cool stuff, giving you a chance. It's going to be worth more than the $5 or the $50. If you're looking for the sports memorabilia, our shop is open. It's ChiefsBlitz.com/shop. And one of the items I'm selling is from the Super Bowl IV era, signed by 5 All-Pros, 5 Hall of Fame inductees into the NFL Hall of Fame: Johnny Robinson, Bobby Bell, Emmitt Thomas, Lenny Dawson, and Willie Lanier. Been asking $14.50, got it down to $12.50 right now. And you get a case and free shipping, plus another Super Bowl 4 item that I will throw in as well. Again, we're starting to put some stuff in there. Should have some more stuff up in the next couple of days. Not all offers are accepted, but I'm willing to take an opportunity if someone wants to make me an offer for something. Hey, I got a lot of stuff. I can't keep it all. I can't display it anymore. So at the end of the day, it's got to go. Anyway, so there you go. Also, if you're looking for the ultimate prize, you still have about 15 days until the winner is chosen in the Derek Thomas Mercedes-Benz raffle. The ultimate ride, 100% of the proceeds will benefit the Derek Thomas Third and Long Foundation with Neil Smith and, of course, the Duron Cherry. Just hit the QR code. It's $100 per raffle ticket. I have mine, so all you got to do is hope you win, and we'll announce the winner on the show that week. So we're excited about that. So here we are. It is Wednesday. The Chiefs are not practicing today. They will practice tomorrow since they play Monday. So they'll be in their normal work routine, which will start on Thursday instead of Wednesday. They had yesterday off, so Andy gave an extra couple of days to prepare for the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday night. In a program note, we will be doing a live pregame show. So what do we decide? 6 o'clock Central Time?
Yeah.
6 o'clock Central Time.
1 hour and 15 minutes before kick, baby.
It should kick off. We'll probably do at least an hour. It gives us time to, get our food, put our favorite good luck jerseys on.
Get your minds right.
Yeah.
Your mind's right. All right.
That's right.
Your mind's right. Tell your wives and your girlfriends, hey, get as much time as you can
pure energy
before the pregame show.
Yeah,
all right. Get it in,
food,
get it out.
Gotta get some food. Gotta sit in the right spot. I gotta sit in the same spot on the couch.
Right spot.
Something wrong with y'all. Y'all listen. Y'all rituals is crazy. I don't understand. I think Hens got the most craziest ritual. Nick, you right behind him. See, me, I just like to sit in silence. I love to sit in silence.
I had a friend of mine who called me up at Nick Jacobs with Channel 41, and he called me up right before the game Sunday. He goes, I can't remember if I called you right before the game, because I want to do the same thing that I did last week when the Chiefs won. I said, yeah, you called me before the game. So, Nick and I talk 4, 5, 6 times a week anyway.
Crazy shit.
But yeah, no. I mean, hey, listen, I have ritual. Now this is the first year I'm not doing the clothes ritual. Like I'll wear the same hoodie for 10, 12 weeks until they lose.
I said, oh, he's tripping.
It just comes and goes. But I have kind of decided, okay, this is going to be my spot. This is probably what I'm going to eat. I've kind of scaled it back just a little bit because, I got a 9. Soon my son's going to be 9 years old next week. My 9-year-old is, going back and forth and bouncing. And he's trying to play video games. So I'm trying to, incorporate a few different ideas this year. Since remember when the Chiefs were 0-2? Remember that? That seemed like such a long time ago.
It was crazy.
So the rituals the last couple of weeks for me have changed just a tad.
Yeah, my son used to came in every time we watched the game. He come in there, they lose. He's like, Daddy, it's the flag. It's that flag that Dre gave you. It's that flag that's out there. You let him touch it. You let him touch it. Now you got it in front of you.
Coach Dre.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it was. It's that damn cube that's never been fixed. If that damn cube
where's the cube been, man? It's been missing. We don't even do picks anymore.
Well,
the cube is coming back Friday.
The cube is in a better place.
We need to do our NFL picks for Sunday.
The cube is in a better place.
All right, get the picks machine working too.
You ever been to a funeral or whatever? You hear that all the time. He's in a better place. The cube is in a better place.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. With that said, what you have for today? You know what I mean? On Chiefs.
We got a Chiefs who today?
Kareem. Where's Kareem? He's in there. He said,
I'm so disappointed. How many weeks in a row have we done this? Okay. It's Wednesday. Everybody knows what day it is. It's time for your favorite segment and mine, not Hence's though. Chief who? Yes. I'm going to read a series of concocted clues, usually 4 or 5. I think I've got 4 today. And it's up to you all to figure out which Chief these clues describe. Very simple. You have an answer, go ahead and throw it up in the chat. There is a prize coming at the end of the season, I'm told.
Ooh,
we've got, look, the Kareem's even showed up for this one. My goodness, Kareem's got a winner this year. Weston's got a winner this year. and I believe John Harrison has a winner this year. So we got 3 people on the board. And in that 4th week, it doesn't count, but hey, Coach Dre up on the board.
Does count.
Very nice, very nice. So without further ado, yes, the number 1 segment on YouTube starts now. Here we go. First clue. This Chief did not need to travel very far from birth to high school to college to the NFL. This Chief did not need to travel very far from birth to high school to college to the NFL.
Everybody already know who that is.
We all know who it is.
Once he got there to college, that is, he was, as a senior, Conference Player of the Year. Obviously, first team all conference too, but more importantly, Conference Player of the Year. Who do we got? Kareem's already coming in with Nick Bolton's. Yes, Nick Bolton. There you go.
Bolton.
All right. Ruben's coming in early and hot. FAU. Neither of those guys, but let's read a couple more clues. This Chief, self-proclaimed fashionista, his bold fits pregame walk-ups would tell you this. Clue number 4. His name, Willie Gay's no longer on the Chiefs, Tom. I'm sure you're aware of this. It's only current Chiefs during the regular season. So we'll do kind of flashbacks and all-time greats during the offseason. But right now, here we go. Last clue. His name speaks to this segment's soul. His name speaks to this segment's soul.
Yeah, Juju would have been my guess.
Demicchio comes in with 2 guesses, 3 guesses, maybe 1. Doesn't matter. He's on the money. Your friend and mine. This week's Chief Who, Charles Omenihu. Way to go, Demecchio. You are now on the board. We got 4 people on the board here, my friends. Let's go.
Nice.
Native of Houston, born in Houston, Rolette High School nearby, went to Texas and played for the Texans as his first team. As I mentioned, self-proclaimed fashionista. He will tell you how sharp he looks, but he doesn't have to tell you. You can just see it on him. Some bold fits. And then, of course, Omenihu for Chief Who. So there you have it, folks. Thanks to everybody for playing. Demecchio from way downtown. Bang!
Way downtown.
Charles Omenihu, welcome to the club.
Hey, he had
Chief
2 for 1 though.
Who?
He had 2 for 1 though. Can we do a 2 for 1?
2 for 1.
Well, we do allow people multiple guesses. I guess if it was really, really like down to it, and somebody came in,
Charles Omenihu signed
with a guess around the same time, and they only had 1 name up there, we go ahead, maybe flip a coin, or I don't know, do rock paper scissors. We'd figure something out.
Rock paper scissors is the stupidest game that's ever been invented.
Okay, just close that guy down right now. What are we talking about here? It is the best way to settle anything, Nick. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't hear you right now. So anyway, Chief Who, as always, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Play now, play often.
Whatever.
Yeah. He said rock, paper, scissors was it?
Rock, paper, scissors is the game of all games.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, what's the one thing? What one thing trumps everything else? What is
nothing, Nick? I don't know what game you're playing or where you're from, but nothing.
Rock trumps the scissors. The scissors cut paper. I mean, come on, Nick.
And the paper covers the rock. So there's no one trumps everything.
And the rock smashed the scissors.
What sheltered neighborhood did you grow up in? What's happening here?
Very sheltered indeed.
So you didn't play what was that? Was it the toe game when everybody count the toe? You don't want it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, there's that, of course.
Well, that's not really a game.
It was a
pregame. It's the pregame though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a way to choose.
It's a way to pick something. It's not a game.
Who picks first or whatever. Yeah.
It depends if you like them or not.
You know, your generation grew up with
where how to go get it.
Yeah, this video generation that you grew up with is nothing like compared to at least when I was.
Okay, dude, I was born in the 60s as well, and rock, paper, scissors was a big thing.
I don't know. I never understood it. I said,
what was your Nick?
What's what?
What was your famous game as a kid? What was your go-to game?
Well, forget about a game. Yeah. I mean, how did you? If there was a dispute or something, and you had to decide, how did you decide?
It might sound far away.
So you would actually fight over like a jump ball or something,
and I would always lose.
No rock, paper,
no. Honestly,
scissors.
to be perfectly honest with you, until my now oldest son was born, and he did that like in grade school, and I'm just like, well. I mean, I'd heard about it. I never did it. I never had a reason to. I didn't have any friends that did that, so we didn't really have a whole lot of disputes.
I feel bad for you that you didn't have any
now there
friends.
you go. Kenny, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yes, there was a few.
So you had to go get a toy to figure something out.
Yes, we had to get a toy. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Come on.
Dumb.
It transcends
You know what Rock'em Sock'em Robots
generations.
is? All right, somebody find a picture of it and we'll post it.
We'll post it.
I had one of those sets. Sure.
They're they've made a new version of it too. You had no friends. Come on, Ruben. That wasn't very nice. I had friends. I had a lot of friends.
Well, the way you said it is like, I don't have any friends.
Well, I didn't have friends who did that.
That did that.
Yes. I had lots of friends.
It's okay. It's okay, Nick. I
was sheltered.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, so seasonal update. I'm in the Northeast, right? October 1st. I mean, it's like the calendar immediately knows. I normally, I take my daughter to school in the morning, come home, and I walk the neighborhood.
Right.
First day since maybe, I don't know, spring, that couldn't do it in t-shirt and shorts. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 43 degrees, right? We're struggling to get in the 60s today. Leaves on the ground. It's a wonderful time of year. Don't get me wrong, but it was the first day I had to go to the, joggers and actually like a long sleeve shirt. Mm-hmm. So little update from the Northeast.
Well, let's get a little update from the West. Let's talk about the AFC West today.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Look at those gentlemen. My goodness. It's beautiful. None of these like 30-somethings genius, play callers or
no, that's a post-60 club, isn't it?
Guys wearing, those pants that barely cover their ankles and wearing weird outfits. Look at these guys. Come on. They were all born in the 60s for sure.
None of them are obnoxious on the sidelines like we see in Philadelphia.
Might have been born in the 50s.
Yeah.
You can't tell by the way Pete chewed that gum, though.
Go ahead.
All right. So, excluding Mahomes, what are we doing? This is a Chiefs show. My God. Excluding Mahomes, which AFC West QB is truly a Chiefs killer? There isn't one.
Yes.
And why is it not? Wow, we're down to like 3 guys. We're tossing one out.
Yeah, we're down to 2.
It's either Geno, who it's his first year, and Bo Nix, who is a second-year quarterback. Just period. Let's really if we're going to limit the response here. There is no answer.
There's no. This is a trick question.
This is the perfect question. There is no answer. Perfect for a talk show. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean,
nobody a Chiefs killer.
Well,
I don't think anybody's a Chiefs killer at this point. I mean, Herbert's beat the Chiefs twice. I don't think Geno Smith has ever beat the Chiefs. I could be wrong. Bo Nix has yet to. Well, yeah, Bo Nix did beat the Chiefs. I mean, I would say on pure potential, I think based on the fact that the Broncos have an offensive line and the Chargers don't. I mean, I think you have to go with Bo Nix at least at this point. Has the potential to be a Chiefs killer. Though he looked good the other night against the Bengals defense just
their
offense quit.
Offense line sucks.
It doesn't matter. I mean, the 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL have 2 of the worst offensive linemen. our offensive line, and obviously that's in Cincinnati, and that's why Burrow got hurt. And Justin Herbert, I mean, I didn't realize he's been taken to the ground so many times this season. He's not going to survive too. So, but to answer the question, yeah, I mean, I think Bo Nix could be the Chiefs killer. I don't think Justin Herbert, even though they beat them on opening day, is going to be able to return the serve when the Chiefs play the Chargers in I think in December for the rematch.
Why not Justin Herbert, right? I say, I think it's, when it's all said and done, when it's all gets put together, I think it's going to be that man. He got the weapons around him, Justin Herbert.
Why do you think that? Seriously.
I think he got the weapons around him. You know what I mean? When it's all said and done, Mahomes is getting up in age. You know what I mean? He's still 30. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I think it probably be Justin Herbert when it's all set. You remember, I always said the Chargers going to give the Chiefs some problems. And we see that on opening day. And now you kind of, that they are the top of the division right now. And they're killing the Chiefs' drives, right? The Chiefs should be on top of the division, but now they're 2 games behind the Chargers just because he killed Spags on opening night. Yes, he did.
Who crafted this question?
I did, sir.
Okay,
I don't know. I had nothing to do with these questions today.
So you crafted it in a way that it wasn't going to be Herbert, but then you come on the show and say that it's going to be Herbert.
It's going to be Herbert. Go ahead, Jack.
That was good.
I'm gonna say I'm definitely gonna say Justin Herbert is the only guy in this division that can get the job done. Because Geno Smith ain't cutting it, and Bo Nix right now we don't know yet. We know that defense is the Chiefs killer. We definitely know that. But as far as the quarterback play, I gotta go with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, the only guy I know that can go toe to toe with Pat right now. So it's Justin Herbert.
Yeah, there isn't one right now, obviously. But Herbert, I would say, probably has the best talent, the best chance of potentially being that person if it actually ever happens. Right? But yeah, right now, obviously, Nick's had him on the doorstep, winning in Arrowhead, and then the last game of the year, it's tough to really judge. The Chiefs are playing a bunch of backups, so. He's a baby. Herbert, at least he's been in the league for 4 or 5 years, whatever. It's been 5 years, 6 years. Yeah. So I think he has the best chance just because you just look at him. He's like 6'5". He's ultimately talented. And that team looks like, when healthy, can be that team. But I don't know about this year because they've already, offensive line's been decimated. So we'll see how that all works out. But if there's anybody that has the best chance, it's going to be Justin Herbert.
Yeah. See, you went with Herbert
to me. Whatever. You tried to eliminate him.
I know. Well, go ahead.
So, damn, there's a lot of words. We even got to go to a smaller font.
Come on.
So which AFC West defense? You're even telling us the teams in the division. Perfect. Denver, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. All right. Otherwise known as the Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, is best equipped to hold the Chiefs' offense to under 20. Man, we're getting very qualifying here, which is specific. And what is the single key player needed to achieve?
Wow.
Two-parter.
A
lot going on here.
All right. For me,
it's like the open book test. I gave you the answer.
Yeah, this is way too much brain thinking for 2:00 on October 1st. All right, for me, I think clearly the Denver Broncos have the best defense of the three.
And what player?
And I'd say Patrick Surtain is probably the most important because he's going to have to shut down Rice. He's going to have to shut down Worthy. He's going to have to shut down Thornton. What's that?
He's one guy, can't do it all.
Yeah, he can't. That would be hard. But he can at least eliminate one side of the field. But I would. Benita, obviously, he's a terrific pass rusher. But
that's what I'm going with.
I think the Chiefs have the ability to deal with any front seven by just moving the pocket around and getting their guys down the field quickly. So I think Surtain, to me, is probably the key player if the Broncos are going to win one of 2 games against Kansas City this year.
I had to go piggyback off of Nick. it had to be the Denver Broncos defense. And plus, Surtain, man, what he did to Chase on the sidelines and Higgins at the same time. You know what I mean? The game, you shut both. Even though they said it was the quarterback play and the offensive line. Hey, but you laced up to go out there to go head to head. It had to be Surtain because he's showing that he's one of the best corners in the league. You know what I mean? Or the best, you know what I mean? When it's all said and done. You know, instead of the young Titan that's raising up and wearing the number 20, the bully, Noel Williams on the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, other than that, man, yeah, I think it had to be him, man. And the Denver defense that actually can get it done. But will they get it done? The Chiefs offensive lines refixed. You know, we never seen Worthy and Rice and Hollywood and it's on the same field just at the same time together. So we don't know. But right now, till today, on October the 1st, it would have to be Patrick Surtain. Go ahead, Jay.
You said Patrick Surtain, right? I'm going to go with the front, man. I'm going to go with Benito. Hey, Lou, is that his name? Benito,
yeah.
Nick Benito. Oh, that guy is
Oklahoma City.
Man, that boy gets busy now. I know about your boy Jawan Taylor, Bo. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy. You know, he played one good game. But that man Benito, bro, he's the problem. Hey, and it's like Zach Allen, right? Lou, Zach Allen, right?
Zach Allen, yeah, inside guy.
From Arizona, man. He's been playing phenomenal up front, right? But my guy Benito, that's the guy I'm going because he put on both sides. Even though Mango playing on the show, but Josh Simmons been playing okay. Not the best, he's playing okay. But Benito, to me, is going to be the X factor on that team to stop, to put a hope on the Kansas City's offense. So I'm going to go with Benito.
Well, the Chargers nearly did it. And, you know, you can see whatever was happening with the Chiefs that night. Obviously, it was a lot of weird stuff happening. So we'll see once, you know, all the pieces are in place. I don't know that any of them can do it. Denver might be the best one equipped to do it. So I think we've got kind of a sweep here. Chargers is still damn good defense. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I mean, Jesse Minter, you know, all those guys that come out of that whole Michigan, Ravens, Michigan's, Mike McDonald, Jesse Minter, these guys, they just can kind of get it done. So for the Chargers, you know, if that were the case, I would have to say, you know, it's number 3, Derwin James. But in terms of the Broncos, yeah, Benito would be that guy. And also, Jonathan Cooper on the other end is no slouch.
No, he's pretty good.
I mean, they're arguably the best duo of edge rushers on the same team. Now, there's a lot out there that are pretty damn good. You can see some of the guys from the Giants or whatever. But in terms of production and just leading their defense, those two guys are probably the toughest. So, yeah, they've got a shot, but once the Chiefs have all their parts, even without all their parts, they're still going to score points. So, okay. Well, Sean Payton's current Broncos roster finished with a better team record than Jim Harbaugh's new look Chargers team.
Ooh, I like that question. Well, I think based on the fact that you know, Joe Alt's going to be out for probably 4 to 6 games. They've already lost their right tackle. They lost one of their guards. I mean, they're a mess. So I would say the Broncos have the roster as it stands now, because the Broncos really haven't faced a whole lot of injuries yet. They'll have a better record. I think we said preseason, at least I did. I thought the Broncos would be the team that ultimately challenges the Chiefs this season for the AFC West. But based on what I've seen in the first 4 weeks of the season, you know, I'm thinking probably the Chiefs are going to get the upper hand eventually. But for me, I think Sean Payton has a better roster. I think Jim Harbaugh might be a better coach, but he's going to have to coach his tail off to get this group to be competitive with that offensive line. And he's already kind of admitted a little bit of defeat. Speaking of Harbaugh, saying, hey, you know, we're getting our quarterback killed. That tells me that they don't have the horses up front to protect him, which means you're going to have to bring in tight end, or you're going to have to bring in an extra offensive lineman, or you're going to have to put a fullback back there. And it's going to give defenses a huge edge, because they're going to be able to see the protection packages and kind of realize this is probably going to be a pass versus a run. So I think Sean Payton's ahead of the curve here against Jim Harbaugh.
I think the Chargers will finish with a better record. It's all come down to coaching, right?
You just pick what I do, opposite of what I do, right?
No, I'm just saying. I said the Chargers going to get the Chiefs a little trouble. I'm just saying. I think Jim Harbaugh is a better coach than Sean Payton, so it's going to come down to coaching. You got to figure out, right? It's the next man up attitude. If the offensive line down, you better have one up just like him to fit the same shoes to go right in there. And I think by their bye week, they'll figure out they probably had a better record, and the Chiefs will be at the top of the division, but those two teams will be at the bottom. But those two bottom, things in the ocean, cleaning the ocean, feeding it out, they will battle it out at the end. Mm-hmm. But at the end of it, when it's all said and done, I think the Chargers will have a better record than the Broncos.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say let's look at the captains at Bay. Looking at Justin Herbert was a way better quarterback than Bo Nix is. He's been in tougher games than Bo Nix. Besides the tackles, I do believe Jim Harbaugh will figure out something to still get them guys to move the ball downfield. They still got a solid defense on the other side. We still don't trust Bo Nix yet. We don't know what Bo Nix is for real. He's a good quarterback. He's a decent quarterback, but he's not a quarterback that I do trust, especially in this division. So I must definitely go with the Chargers because I do believe in Justin Herbert, and I believe they're going to put together a great package deal until Owen them get back. So I'm going to go with the Chargers.
So a couple of weeks back, they played. Chargers beat them. And I think to Coach's point that Bo Nix had some opportunities in that game to kind of put it away. Not saying that he can't make those plays. Right. He didn't. I mean, they were so close on a couple of deep shots. He completes one of those. I'm not saying it was even his fault, but he just didn't get it done. Exactly. The way that the rosters are currently constructed, now we're 4 weeks in. There's injuries, there's all sorts of other things. So you'd have to say that the Broncos are in better health right now than the Chargers are. So I would give my today as it stands to the Broncos just because they're a healthier team right now. And it looks like it's hard to say they're hitting their stride because of the fact, it was the Bengals. The Bengals are kind of a wounded animal. Lack of a better term. But I think that as it goes, you're going to see Bo Nix get more and more comfortable in this offense. And I think that just the way things are right now, they'll end up with a better record just because of the health or lack of health in that Chargers offensive line, because that's kind of their identity, right? I mean, is the offensive line, whether they're they're running it with a Merrin Hampton or giving Herbert time to throw. And if either of those things are off, it's going to be tough for them to really operate at full capacity. So yeah, Denver.
So go ahead and read this question from the new guy.
All right, from the Joey 8193. Anyway, Bo Nix had one passing touchdown through 4 games last year, correct? He ended up with 29. This year, though, through 4, he has 7 touchdowns and could have had 10 if not for the drops. And if you think Bo is in a slump, you're in for a rude awakening. We are not saying Bo is in a slump.
I am.
Stop it.
He's 4 games into his second year. Yeah. So I mean,
listen. I've been praising, but listen, if you haven't been watching all year, off season through the first 4 back, I state this over. The amount of time he played quarterback in college is a huge benefit. Shush, hence, it's not your floor, it's mine.
He's in a slump.
I think overall, I think the offense has been a little disappointing. They've had drops. They've had miscommunication. Bo Nix has to learn how to work with Sean Payton when expectations are higher than they were as the rookie, where it's just go out there and do the best job you can. And he still had a great season. So, again, of the quarterbacks that are standing, in my view, Bo Nix has the best opportunity to put up big stat numbers next to Mahomes.
So with that said, let's get into the fill in the blank. You had to do in school. So I came up with a fill up in the blank thing. Go ahead, Luke.
All right. So the Chiefs' biggest remaining flaw is blank. which AFC West team is most likely to consistently exploit it this season?
The Chiefs' biggest flaw is
Juwan
themselves. If they don't do the things they need to do on the field, if they make mistakes, I think this team has proven that when they put it all together, and they did against the Ravens and then the second half against the Giants, that they're pretty much unbeatable. In the first game and the second game and the first half of the Giants game, they just got in their own way. So the Chiefs' biggest flaw is themselves. If they don't get out of their own way, I think the Broncos probably have the best chance to exploit that this season. They can frustrate Patrick Mahomes with their corner play and their safeties and their blitzes and their pass rushers. They can frustrate the offense because Bo Nix is very mobile, has the ability to be a good quarterback throw on the run. So I think if the Chiefs shoot themselves in the foot, I think the Broncos are in the best position to take advantage of them.
I'll say the biggest flaw is Isaiah Pacheco. If he don't stop running into back of an offensive lineman and not read the field well, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be all the AFC West teams, the Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos are going to explode that and lead the Chiefs to one dimension on offense, passing, right? So you're going to go against the Broncos' best secondary. Then you're going to go against the Raiders and Max Crosby and all those guys when you just one dimensional, right? Then we hoping for the rookie Bashard Smith to come out, and because he showed some flashes, right? He showed some flashes last game, you know what I mean? But Isaiah Pacheco, man, how he looked against the Eagles and the passes going in the back, in the back. Not the Eagles, the Giants. He looked terrible. Then he came out, even though he got that touchdown pass. Lou could have got that touchdown pass. I could have threw it to Lou. He could have ran right open and got he was wide open. Number 28, number 38 on the Ravens didn't even know where to go. He was just looking into the backfield and he was wide open. Yep. But Isaiah Pacheco, if he can't stop running into the back of the offensive lineman, stop running with your head down, be patient, look for the open holes on offense, then that's going to be the biggest flaw. I don't think Jawan Taylor, I know Dre going to say it, I don't think it's him, the false start.
Don't bring my take up. Don't bring my take up.
Isaiah Pacheco, I'm calling you out, man. You got to do better. You got to do better.
You call him out.
What do you got, Coach?
I'm calling out your best friend. The guy that you don't want to critique all the last couple games because you believe in him. You believe in 15 yards going the wrong way. You believe in 74. You believe in the Holden Meister. He put guys in the chokehold, and he say, "Oh, that's my guy." But I'm gonna say this. I think Bonito to me is gonna be the guy that exploits Jawan Taylor because of the instant pressure he puts on. Because if Jawan gets beat, guys, he's gonna grab you. He's going to choke you by your throat. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And the fear that he can't keep his legs together. He can't keep his legs together against great pass.
He's going to choke you by your throat.
Hell yeah. He's going to choke
you. What the hell are we talking about here?
We talking about Jawan Taylor. We talking Jawan Taylor on his penalties. And he holds a lot too. But hey, long as Patrick Mahomes is not getting knocked upside his head, I guess y'all cool with that. But I think Bonito is going to be the one to really exploit that. And Jawan Taylor has to play better down the stretch. He did good one game.
So you're talking about the Broncos overall, not just one player, which we talked about the previous way.
Oh, Broncos all day. Broncos is the killer. Broncos is the killer, hands down.
All right, Lou, go.
A lot of words. Okay. So the biggest remaining flaw is the offensive line still. We don't know how consistent this group is going to be or if they get consistent at all. So we made it through a game with no penalties, or at least none by the guys that started the game and played most of the game. But let's see. They're gonna have to get consistent. So that's I still say it's a flaw of the team, the biggest flaw in the team right now. You can say they're particular individual players or whatever, but I'm just in terms of a unit, something that another team can really exploit, which I guess would be the pass rush of the Broncos would be the biggest fear to that inconsistancy or flaw on the offensive line. So again, I think you've got, basically two rookies manning the left-hand side. So you got to give them some time to kind of figure things out. And then you've got Juwan Taylor that's had his struggles for a few years now playing on the right side. So really the only two that you can count on consistently is the center and the right guard, Creed and Trey. So that would be it for me right now. If that gets cleaned up, everything else offensively, you'll just see just the tick up. And we saw it last week. Now, a lot of that, I think, personally, had a lot to do with the Ravens just kind of
waving the white flag,
lack of health, and just not really understanding their defense and really what guys want to do. I mean, Hence talked about, one particular play where it looked like there was a couple of DBs that really weren't sure what the call was or where they were supposed to be, what they should be doing. Yep. And there's all sorts of things happening with that Ravens defense that is none of it is good. So I'm not going to, again, fool's gold. They had a great performance. I'll take it. Great. Okay. Let's see how you follow that up. Monday night game in Jacksonville. Jacksonville looks like they've got a squad. Some of those draft picks are finally starting to come to fruition.
Yep.
And
it's a good and.
And the secret weapon. And you guys, you get an Italian defensive coordinator, and you've got something cooking now. Jim Campanile, 13 turnovers, guys. Trayvon Walker, before he got hurt, everybody forgot he was the first pick overall. He's a dude. Devin Lloyd, he's defensive player of the week. So, but the key is the Italian defensive coordinator. Shout out Lou Anarumo, Vic Fangio, and of course the one and only Steve Spagnuolo.
Right. So let's, before we get to the next question,
no, I didn't mean to go on a rant, but I was just.
It's okay. It's all right.
I was feeling it. I was feeling it there.
That's right.
What Joe say?
All right, as a Broncos fan, I'm not too worried about the Chiefs this year. Well, I think you need to be. We'll be a lot more worried if you trade for a quality running back. Pacheco, I think we all agree the same on Pacheco. I mean, I watched the game again, and he had two opportunities to bounce outside and probably walked in for a touchdown. He just doesn't have the court vision. And you're right. I mean, but the running back, who are they going to get? I mean, I know there's a lot of talk about Alvin Kamara out there, but, he's 31 years old. Do they need another Kareem Hunt situation? I don't think the Chiefs are going to trade for a young running back unless it's somebody that they think they can have for the next 2 to 3 years.
It's twofold.
I know they have Brashard Smith, and Brashard is. Hey, listen, he had 19 snaps. He was good in special teams. He was great running. He was good receiving. He's the perfect fit for this offense as it stands now. I still think they needed another breakaway running back, but who they're going to get? I mean, the Dolphins won, so I'm not sure they're going to trade their guys yet. And again, who wants
a pretty important receiver?
I'm available.
Yeah.
I'm available.
Boys, you can't run a 5.5.
I'm available.
Bucky.
Come and get me.
I think Bucky Irving in Tampa's walking around in a booth.
Everybody's gonna give you one drive.
So they're not
gonna give you one drive.
They're not moving Rashad White.
Available.
And we're not getting the kid from the Jets either. So Breece Hall.
So I mean, it's going to be it's
Brashard Smith or bust.
I'm sure they're going to draft another one next year. But in terms of this season, I think this is the group that they're going with. Yeah. And as time goes on, you're seeing Brashard Smith kind of, and I think this is intentional, and this is what they meant to do all along. Give him a little bit more each week and kind of ramp him up so that, he's not getting beat up early in the year as a rookie and just kind of get acclimated into the NFL where they don't absolutely need him to do that. Now, they do need him, but I think they're being smart about it, and we'll see. But by mid-season or whatever, I think you're going to see him getting at least the same amount of carries that Pops is getting, and maybe more.
Guys, it's a me that he do run fast, man. But I've been watching all 22. He just don't see the hole in front of him, man. It's like the yellow brick road is right there, man. And he chose to go visit the Wicked Witch, man. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, man. I'm like, God.
All right, let's go to the next.
You're going cinematic on us, huh?
Very much so, man. It bothers my spirit.
Go ahead.
Right. Will the Chiefs lose more than one game inside the AFC West this season? Yes or no?
Yes.
And why?
Okay.
And
yes,
why?
I think they're going to go 4-2. I do think they're going to split with the Broncos. So that they'd have to probably end up with a better record than Denver and a better record than the Chargers to win their 10th straight AFC West title. But I think, I think, and also with the last game of the year is it Vegas? Yeah, I think it's in Vegas, and that could be a meaningless game for Kansas City too, depending on seeding or how bad they need it. But I think 4-2 is probably going to be the best record. Now the Chargers are off to what, 3-0? They beat all three teams, correct? To start the season, so they're 3-0. So yeah, they certainly have the advantage. But I think 4-2. I think 5-1 would be overly optimistic at this stage.
Yeah, I don't see them losing another one.
Oh, God.
If this when Rasheed Rice, remember my prediction is Rasheed Rice leading the lead in touchdowns. I don't know how he's going to do when he comes back. I think he's going to light up the Raiders when he comes back. He probably had 6 touchdowns. Don't pull Mahomes, Andy Reid. You just let the man go. Just like on Madden, right? When the X Factor light up, let him go. Let him rip. Let it rip. So I'll put it like this. I don't think they will lose anymore. I know as a Broncos fan on here, that's why the Gatorade is orange today, because we drinking on some Bronco juice over here. But other than that, man, I feel like they will not lose anything.
Do they still sell Orange Crush? Is that still a thing? The soda?
Yeah.
Get some of that.
I'm gonna get some of that and drink on it too as well. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I don't think the Chiefs will lose another one. Even though the Broncos, you see their team. If Joe Burrow, even though I don't like a little Home Alone Kevin, a little Kevin, that's what he looked like. Even though I don't like his gameplay. If he was playing that game, I don't think the Broncos would won that game. You know what I mean? Because I don't think so. I don't think they would won that game. And also, the Raiders. The Raiders are, they got a far way to go, and the Chargers are injured. They injured prone right now, so they could be losing on the next 2 games, and when it's all said and done. So I think the Chiefs on Monday night is going to show everybody on a national stage that they are back, and they are the real deal to be messed with in the AFC West. So go ahead, Dre.
Man, whatever. Oh, that's a bunch of BS. I think the Chiefs gonna lose probably more than that. I think right now with the Broncos defense right now, if Boldness can play well and start hitting on his targets, I believe the Chiefs can. I think the Denver Broncos can go out there and really beat Kansas City, 2-0 Kansas City. I really believe it. And then looking at the Chargers right now, they got the Chiefs number. I mean, if you look at the offensive targets right now, if they didn't get banged up right now, yeah, the Chargers would be the front runners to go ahead and take care of business. But if you look at it, Bo Nix is a couple completions away from getting over the hump of beating Kansas City. And their defense is stout. So I do agree. It might be the Broncos to go out there and get it done.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I truly believe they're gonna run the table in the division moving forward, because I think they feel like they let that game slip away. That was, I mean, if they needed a wake-up call.
Just saying.
If that's what it was, I don't know. But I just get the sense that the attitude of the team is in the right place. It seems like. Mm-hmm. Just the weird thing is when they come out and it doesn't look like they're kind of fully engaged. Right. I think they've been beat up enough to where they can't do that anymore, or that attitude is changing, or maybe some of the younger players are starting to figure out what the standard is around here. So I'm going to say they don't lose any of those games, primarily because of that, because of the kind of like the smack in the face that first game was, and just kind of understanding who we are and how we do things around here. And this is what we do in our division. We take care of the division and we win all the games, usually competitive ones. Now, if there's a thing where their seed is locked at the end of the year, yeah, they're gonna sit somebody out. Not necessarily the 1 seed. Say they're locked in the 2, they'll still probably sit those guys out. So yeah, as long as all the games are competitive, I don't see them losing.
Yeah, I still think Rasheed Rice going to lead the lead in touchdowns. That's why I know
that's going to be rough.
I know he's coming in the chat.
How's that going to happen?
You said he gonna come back against the Denver Broncos and have a big game against Patrick Surtain. But then again, we don't know who the ball is.
He might have to score. He may have to score two a game to do that.
I say he's gonna have 3 touchdowns when he comes back. So with that said, let's get into the last question, Luke.
Is the AFC West permanently a 2-team race between the Chiefs and the Chargers, or will the Broncos, Raiders be competitive again before 2028?
Yeah, wow.
What the hell?
Well, 2028, man. I just throwing numbers out.
There's a lot going on here.
It means is they gonna be built till then. If not, they're gonna have to wait all the way.
Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs, I think, are built to
went over your head.
Okay, the Chiefs are built to sustain.
Everybody's head. I mean, it's 2028. My God.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even want to know how old I'm going to be at that point. Jesus, what is that?
Will the Chiefs be in the dome? I don't know. We just playing on turf. I don't know.
I'll be on Medicare when that happens. My God.
What the?
Built to last. It's built to last. That's why I've been.
Okay, the Chiefs
to Kansas. Will they change the nickname, color scheme, everything?
Who knows? Who knows? Oh my goodness, we've gotten off the rails here again today. That's all right. That's what we do here. Listen, I think the Chiefs are built for long-term success. Even when Andy Reid retires, I just think the organization has kind of figured out how to do business, and this run is probably going to last as long as Patrick Mahomes is efficient and great. As the starting NFL quarterback, and listen, I think the Chargers. I love Jim Harbaugh. I mean, I'm not bashful about my love and praise for him. He's going to figure it out. I think it's the Chiefs and Chargers. I think the Chargers will have a better chance to win a Super Bowl faster than the Broncos. And I fully predicted this, and I said it when they hired him. In the 5 years of his contract, in the first 5 years of his contract, at some point he's going to win a Super Bowl. There's just no doubt in my mind he's going to figure it out. And the ball will bounce that way because I think that's the kind of coach he is. But, I think the Chiefs just have such a huge advantage in the quarterback, the head coach, the philosophy of the team, the willingness to spend money in the right places, the willingness to the expertise to finally figure out the drafting process. I mean, just look at their rookie class this year. Virtually all of them are making, some sort of contribution. Yes, 2028 will be the Overland Park Chiefs. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's going to be the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. The Royals are moving to Kansas, and the Chiefs are moving to Kansas. It'll be announced here soon. You heard it here first.
Well, they got one guy out the building, so what's the name got outvoted? So
yeah, Frank White, he's fighting it with the Missouri Supreme Court. So listen, I think this. I think the Chiefs and the Chargers for long-term stability. Probably going to be, at least 1-2 because I think the coaching now with Sean Payton again, great defense, good young quarterback. I think as far as the head coach goes, I give the advantage to Harbaugh there. So I'm going to go Chiefs and Chargers. We'll be competitive. With the Raiders, it'll be their next coach, whoever that is.
I think it'll be the Chiefs and Raiders. Even though your idea does mine, I think it'll be the Chiefs and Raiders. Even though, he's on the sideline chewing that gum very hard. You know what I mean? You're going to have lockjaw. He keep chewing that gum that much. But again, I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Raiders when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? I think the Raiders got a young team. They just missing a quarterback, a true quarterback that's on their squad. They got a lot of young pieces over there. They got, tight ends, wide receivers. They got a good running back. They got a good young offensive line they building as well. So, I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Raiders, when it's all said and done. Go ahead, sir. What you got to say?
Oh, well, damn. Did my facial expression change everything? I guess it did. No, honestly, for real, I think all 4 teams are going to be competitive for real because you got good coaching. They're trying to build up their system. They're trying to build an identity. like I said, all 4 teams got great weapons. Brock Bowers from the Raiders and whatnot. We know what Justin Herbert is. Quinton Johnson looking good. Like I said, the Broncos, Sertan, Benito, you know what I'm saying? They got, and Sutton, I forgot about Sutton. They got, all these teams got good pieces, guys, and they're just building. They're building. This is going to be one of the toughest divisions in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see that in 2028. Like, all 4 teams are going to show out.
There you go.
I think Lou all right? Good.
Did we lose you, Lou?
I'm trying to get my sound good.
Yeah, there we go. We got you.
Got an error message. Okay, so here we go. I think it's hard to say the Raiders until they get a young franchise type quarterback. I think the other 3 teams have their guys. Sean Payton, this was the guy that he wanted, got him. I think he's comfortable with them. I don't care how much he barks at him. He's going to bark at all of them. I mean, you go back to, Parcells with Sims, and that's kind of the tree that he came from. I mean, Parcells is like his godfather. I mean, that's kind of the style. So it's going to happen. But he still loves the kid. That's who he wanted, handpicked the whole thing. You can see that Jim Harbaugh feels about Justin Herbert. All due respect to JJ McCarthy, I think Justin Herbert is his guy. So from that perspective, those pieces are in place. And I think those 2 franchises are much further along in building the rosters that they want. Right. The Broncos just got out of cap hell. I mean, that huge cap charge that they took the last 2 years from Russell Wilson is gone. They've spent money. It seems like just about every free agent that they've brought in plays a key role, mostly on defense. A couple offensive linemen, but they've drafted some running backs that look like are pretty good. Young receivers. Hard to say that the receivers they brought in, but Cortland Sutton, coach mentioned him, is pretty much a staple in that offense. So I think those 3 teams, I mean, that's going to be the division for the foreseeable future. I don't know. Again, I think I said the Broncos before for this season, but both of those teams, I think, have rosters that are going to withstand some time. So it's those 3 teams will be, again, the Raiders, until they get a young quarterback that you can see kind of future and being there for a while, they're still going to be kind of where they're at.
Yeah. So what did the Joe say again?
Wow, man, these Chiefs glasses are real.
First time in, he's getting a lot of airtime. My goodness.
Josh Allen has been a superstar in the playoffs. His defense has sucked. I mean, listen, Joe, with all due respect, Josh Allen is an offer, and in the playoffs against Patrick Mahomes, and he's not the best quarterback in the NFL. He's not you got to win something.
Pretty close.
Winning the AFC East is great in a crappy division, and it won't be crappy next year. The Jets and the Patriots both will be much better next year. So that division is not going to be a cakewalk when they christen their new stadium. So let's put this in perspective. Josh Allen is one of the best young quarterbacks in the game today. He's probably I would put him in the top 15 of all-time quarterbacks who have ever played the position, in my opinion. Probably somewhere in the 10, maybe 12 to 15 range. But if he's going to climb into be a top 10 or a superstar elite, he's got to win. He's got to beat Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson can't do it. Burrow's the only guy that did it. He's the only guy. And he did it because the Chiefs had a terrible second half. And
of the Avengers.
Hold on. The Bengals made every possible play they needed to in the second half to win that football game, the AFC title game. And it was a team effort. And for me, if Joe Burrow could stay healthy,
a 30-30 about, or a book written about what happened going into halftime of that game.
Yeah,
because
everything imploded.
As God is my witness, I gotta believe something happened.
It did.
Locker room.
I can tell you exactly what happened.
They kind of pissed more people off than because for them to be kind of start on the cusp of okay, we're gonna make history here, whatever. and to just come out flat in the same game where they looked just incredible for the first 27 or 28 minutes of that half, to like come out and just, it was just off. You can anything you want. Again, Italian defensive coordinator, I get it, Lou Anarumo, but still, they didn't score. They didn't score any point. Yeah,
it was the last play of the first half.
Yeah,
and Jerick McKinnon walks in for an easy touchdown. They should have just taken the 3 points, and the Chiefs win that football game. The Bengals aren't.
On the field, but
but in the locker room, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
How does that translate? There was
a very fired up Eric Bieniemy. There was a very fired up Tyreek Hill and a very fired up McCole Hardman. McCole Hardman had been begging for the ball multiple times. If you watch that first half, he was open so many times, and in the second half, that ill-advised throw to Tyreek Hill in double coverage, he had McCole Hardman wide open. As
long as Tyreek and Travis are on the field,
I get it.
You know where the ball's going.
I understand that, but you know what? To be successful, you can't just you gotta get some other guys.
We're talking like the sun's coming up tomorrow. Yeah, everybody gets that. But how many times did McCole drop past? I mean, Patrick had almost zero confidence in the guy.
Well, he had a pretty good year that year, I thought. I mean, I think he was pretty good that year.
Yeah, but again, in limited pieces. But Patrick was pretty dialed in to and how do you blame him?
They weren't dialed in the second half. They were terrible on every drive.
Those were his Avengers, right? So he locked in on that.
Thank you. Goddamn about time. Chiefs got Avengers too. Shit,
they did. We'll see. We'll see if these guys do. But anyway, whatever. We digress. That was just an unfortunate
who cares?
thing. But I would like to see some like a book or one of those Chiefs beat report. Hey, let's get into this. This is actually a thing.
Speaking of Tyreek Hill, do y'all think that's the last we saw of Tyreek Hill? Do y'all think that's the last we saw of Tyreek Hill on Monday night?
Well, you know better than anybody, but I would say no. I think what's going to happen is if he doesn't need any more surgeries, then the Dolphins will work on an injury settlement with him. So he'll be a free agent next year. I don't think there's any question about that. He's not going to play for the Dolphins next year. He's going to be a free agent. I don't
even think they have to work out a settlement with him.
They do, because he's under contract for next year, even though the money's not guaranteed.
He's got no guarantees. If he is not on the roster third day of the league year, they owe him nothing.
Well, I still think they'll do an injury. I still think they'll do some sort of settlement with him, because he was injured this year. He's going to need rehab.
They've done some weird things down there.
Regardless if they come to a settlement or not, I think he's going to be a free agent next year. And I will say this, Tyreek Hill, he may have some issues off the field, but that guy works his tail off in the offseason to get in shape. And if you remember the injury he had in Kansas City, before he was traded and he came back, he worked his tail off to get into NFL shape. And he's a warrior. When it comes to that,
he's a pretty determined guy.
I think he's going to hold on. Let me finish, and you guys can chime in. I think he's going to be pretty determined. Now, is he going to be a Chief next year? It just depends. Are they going to sign Rice to an extension? What are they going to do with Thornton, who's probably could be a restricted free agent next year? What are they going to do? When are they going to start looking at Worthy and his future and his contract? So I'm not saying it's a lock, stock, and barrel that Tyreek Hill can come back to Kansas City or not, but I don't think he's going to be ready to go until maybe October of next year. That would be best case scenario. Maybe he's an Odell Beckham kind of thing who comes in, with 8 games to go or 6 games to go and goes and plays for a contender, then enters the free agent market again.
Well, let me say this real quick, Nick. Tyreek Hill was known for his speed, right, gentlemen?
Yep.
His blazing speed. I get all that, right? When you get a significant injury like this, you're going to slow down, right? People love Tyreek Hill because of his speed.
Yep.
His game-changing speed. So, with that injury had happened, right? Dealing with this injury, ACL, PCL, wherever them ACL it is, whatever it is, it tore in multiple places. So,
Dr. Dre.
My thing is this. My thing is this.
Dr. Dre.
I see what you did there.
Hey, he can run the route. He can run the routes, but he's not going to be as explosive as he once was.
He doesn't have to be.
Shit, why not?
He does not have to be in a Chiefs uniform because you've got 2 speedsters. Let's say he's the third speedster. So you're talking about what's he got? 4.3 speed. So maybe he goes to 4.45.
He
Or
goes
even
4.9.
6.
Well,
You
here's
know.
the thing. I mean, as far as Tyreek's concerned, I mean, he's his biggest attribute, the long speed, of course. There's no question about that. But just the suddenness with which he moves.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's
I think there's
different.
and some people are just built differently, right? So whether it's coming back from an injury or how long he has that speed,
Right.
he could be different than anybody else.
Yep.
Some people are just made that way. So it remains to be seen. We'll see, because if he still has the speed and that suddenness, again, he can still be effective just because of his size. I mean, he's not a huge dude. He's a good route runner. I don't think he's a great route runner. So when he has diminished speed, then his effectiveness isn't going to be nearly what it is now.
Exactly.
And we'll see if he'll actually keep playing. So Drew Rosenhaus is probably the most optimistic guy in the world.
Hell
he's
yeah.
He's always going to take up for his client and whatever. And we're going to work, like he's going to be doing the work. We're going to work to be ready, opening day of next season, which no question, Tyreek will do that because he knows that that's the only way he's going to get another deal, right?
Mhm.
Like I said, there's no guaranteed money left on this deal. Whatever it was, $32 million, the phony money they put at the end of the contract to make it look bigger. No way in hell the Dolphins are paying him that. And if he's, like I said, if he's not on their roster third day of the new league year, they owe him nothing. So
Okay.
we'll see. I mean, that's going to might be a little bit of a roll of the dice by the Dolphins to say, okay, we see you in March. We have no idea what you're going to be come training camp. Are they going to roll the dice and say, you know what? We're going to pay you. We'll keep you on the team and we'll see what happens later, which would probably be the smartest thing to do because Stephen Ross has a lot of money.
He has a lot of money.
He's going to the Buffalo Bills.
I think he'll be back. Yeah, I think he'll be back, and I think he'll play. Next year for some team. It will it be the Chiefs? We don't know.
Buffalo Bills.
Maybe it is the Chiefs.
Maybe he'll go to the Bengals.
But other than that, man, because that number 10 jersey is gonna be up for grabs next year because Isaiah Pacheco is not gonna be here. But yeah, look at other than that, what would you have to rank him? If his career is over and done, what would you rank him amongst all the receivers? Top
all time. You're going back into the 50s, 60s. I would say I put him in around probably top 30 all time.
I'd say
you got a lot of receive, dude. You got a lot of receive before you were born.
Oh God!
I put him ahead. I still put him ahead of Otis. I wouldn't put him ahead of Otis Taylor.
I mean, as far as what he meant to the Chiefs and what he was able to do.
Shit, top 30.
Just looking back, I mean, you got Moss and Rice. I think might just stand alone.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, just size, speed, whatever, longevity in terms of Rice. I mean, nothing to Super Bowls, whatever. But after that, you start looking at guys like, I don't know,
Terrell Owens,
Larry Fitzgerald.
Owens.
I mean, there's a lot of guys, but Tyreek, it was just such a unique player. I mean, you go back and look in the 13-second game, right? That crossing pattern that he takes at about midfield, 4 guys at angles. I don't care how fast or slow they are. Is there another player in league history that scores on that play?
No.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe. But it was just ridiculous. It really is. So, and again, it's not just his career was one play. And maybe there's a bunch of guys that have rolled up a bunch of numbers and we can go through them. But in terms of just what he was able to do on a football field, just looking so much different than all the other guys, you got to put him up there. I would say in the top 5.
All time?
Let me say this. Steve Smith or Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek. I mean, again, these guys like in their careers may have had a better season or more yards and touchdowns over the long ball. In terms of just a guy that changed every defensive game plan and whatever, you really can't quantify it. Honestly, I mean, he's got to be in the top 5 in terms of just somebody that you say, my God, that's different.
What about you, Dre?
Shit, hell, top 5 guys. This is a whole different situation. We got to really sit down and really analyze this question because Tyreek Hill, he is fast though, but the route running, the separation, he is clutch though. I ain't gonna lie, but guys, it's a lot of clutch receivers.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Tyreek Hill got major.
Do you ever see? He was always open. How did that happen?
That's what I'm saying. Like his separation. Yeah, route running, catching ability. Is he clutch? I mean, those factor in a lot with Tyreek Hill. Not saying he's not great, but it's a long list of great.
Sure, Marvin Harrison.
I
mean, go back. You got Lance Allworth. You got
Holt. You got Torrey Holt. You got Isaac
you got
Johnny Moore.
But those are guys that you can throw out there. Now, Bambi, that's a whole different thing. It's hard to really gauge.
Carmichael. I mean, you got Otis Taylor.
Again, those are just guys. I mean, they were good.
No, they set the tone,
but they weren't like different. Whenever you saw Tyreek play, every single time he touched the ball, you felt like he was going the distance. No matter what part of the field.
He's the only guy that the defense ever changed for. You can name Randy Moss, T.O., and all these. He's the only man that everybody.
Regardless of where he got the ball, how he got the ball out of the backfield, on a punt return, on a kick return, whatever it was.
Right.
If he didn't score, sometimes you were shocked, but it's just
I got to look at the totality of the career. I got to look at the length of the career. I got to look at the era.
Mean, if you want to get in, like I said, I mean, I'm not talking about getting into the statistics and all this and longevity and everything.
In the last 5 years, the last 7 years,
he's only played what, 8 seasons?
I don't think. Yeah,
8 seasons, 10 seasons. So
he's been with a bad quarterback the last 3 years.
Okay, Lou. Okay. You say he's top 5. Okay, you got Randy Moss, right? You got T.O., Jerry Rice, and you put Tyreek Hill. Where you got 2 more slots. Where you putting Tyreek Hill?
I'm putting Tyreek Hill over T.O.
No, you can't do that.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
T.O. still almost runs as fast as Hill.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would say either 4 or 5. I don't. Again, it was just different, right? And it was so unique, and that's what. Yeah. And that, I guess that's what you look for. That's what you kind of remember. And again, there may be guys that accumulate more stats, and they play longer or whatever. But for the time he was in there, and there's certain guys like that. Gale Sayers. Well, you've got Emmitt Smith at 22,000 yards. In that 5 or 6 years that Gale Sayers played, there was nobody like him. Nobody could stop him. And every time he touched the ball, he was a threat to go the distance.
You see what your boy John said.
You got to put him in the top 10 of all-time running backs, right?
What did your boy John say?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Hill is the 5th all-time in playoff receptions, 9th in average yards.
See, that's a different thing. But I guess the way I'm looking at it is just a different
game changer. You're talking about game changer, Tyreek Hill.
Just you can't. It's almost indescribable because, again, it's just that you get. There's only a handful of guys in history that you can say that about, and I think he's one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Guys, I'm about to put a halt to this because L'Jarius Sneed shut down Tyreek Hill, and we praising this dude. So I don't know, it knocked him back down a couple notches because Sneed locked him down. So hey, it took a couple spots.
That doesn't erase all the other stuff. So.
I'm just saying.
So with that said, we want to thank everybody for joining in with us. We want to thank all the new people, everybody from X. Also everybody from Facebook, YouTube, guys. Thanks for joining in. Hey,
go to YouTube.
Please
do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. It's definitely worth the price of admission for sure. And it would help us out a little bit. Let us help you. You help us.
There you go.
So with that said, it is a game. It's Red Friday because we got a game on Monday, not Sunday. So you get to relax and watch all the other teams, get beat up on. And you got to say you don't got to worry about
Thursday night game too this week. I'm excited about that one.
Who play on Thursday?
You got the 49ers, and is it Seattle or is it San Francisco?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Hey, Sam Darnold looking good, man. He's looking good for the Seahawks, man. He is.
Yeah. Rams lost a tough one. Rams are a good football team.
So with that said, we'll see you guys on Red Friday.
Peace out.
Tyreek Hill over everybody.